Rain hammered the jungle canopy, heavy, relentless, every drop swallowed by the crack of gunfire. Flashes lit the trees, muzzles spitting fire in the night. Navy SEALs dove for cover, hearts racing, boots sinking in mud, and then it came, a scream, desperate, broken. "Help me! We're surrounded!" The radio hissed with panic. Silence followed. Even the jungle held its breath, and then an unexpected voice, calm, female, steady. "Hold your ground. I've got eyes on them. Crack!" One shot, clean. The jungle went still, and for the first time the SEALs realized they weren't alone hours earlier. Forward Operating Base Kilo. The smell of coffee, gun oil, and nerves. The SEALs were prepping, checking rifles, studying maps. Joking, bragging, alive with adrenaline, in one corner sat a figure they barely noticed. A woman, head down, quiet, no rank, no insignia. Just a headset, batteries, and radio gear. Observer 7, that's all they called her. No name, no story. Martinez leaned to his buddy. "She's just here to carry comms." Laughter followed. Thompson smirked. "What's she gonna do? Spot butterflies through that scope?" The room roared, but she didn't flinch, didn't smile, didn't defend herself. Her hands kept working, neat, precise, silent. While they laughed, she checked every wire, every frequency, every detail. Her movements sharp, controlled, not one wasted second. In her pack, radios, GPS, medical gear, and one secret, wrapped in cloth. A custom sniper rifle, 40. Its wooden stock carved with 2 letters LV. The briefing ended. "Observer 7, Chief Thompson barked. You handle rear security. Stay back, stay quiet. Don't interfere," she only nodded. "Understood, Chief." No emotion in her voice. No anger at being dismissed. No pride in proving herself. Just calm acceptance. But behind those calm eyes, years of training. Training none of them knew existed. Nights spent reading wind in total darkness. Hours of breath control, slowing her pulse till her body became stone. And memories of someone who trained her, but never lived to see her fight. Her mother. A name none of them would ever hear. The helicopter blades cut through monsoon rain. The jungle below. Black, endless, hostile. 5 minutes to insertion, the pilot shouted. The SEALs stood ready, weapons checked, hearts pumping. These were America's finest, elite, confident, unstoppable. At the back, Observer 7 sat motionless. Her eyes half closed, her mind calculating. Wind speed, humidity, bullet drop, distance from landing zone to target. Details nobody asked for. Details that might decide life or death. The SEALs looked out at the jungle, saw danger, obstacles, death waiting in the trees. She looked out and saw something else. Angles, positions, cover, a sniper's playground. The helicopter slammed down in a clearing. Mud flew, rain whipped their faces. The team spilled out, forming a perimeter. The chopper lifted, disappearing into the storm. And suddenly it was just them. 8 SEALs, 1 woman, and miles of hostile jungle. The team pushed forward, weapons tight. Observer 7 drifted behind them. Step by step, silent, smooth, branches didn't break. Leaves didn't stir. Even the SEALs lost sight of her. One moment she was there. The next, gone. Melted into the rain. To them she was nobody. To the jungle, she was part of it, carrying no fear, only secrets. And skills they didn't believe she had. Skills that would soon save every one of their lives. The jungle waited. Dark, silent. Only the rain spoke. Hammering leaves, drowning footsteps. Hours into the mission, the SEALs pushed forward. Mud sucking at their boots. Eyes scanning shadows. Every sound a threat, then chaos. 3:47 hours. The ambush erupted. Gunfire exploded from 3 sides. Flashes ripped through the trees. Bullets screamed past their heads. Contact! Contact! Multiple positions! Chief Thompson roared. The kill zone lit up. Perfectly chosen by the enemy. A narrow funnel, no escape. No mercy, round shredded bark. Leaves turned into shrapnel. The team scattered, diving for cover, and then Martinez cried out. The bullet hit before he even heard it. 7.62 round tearing through his shoulder. He spun, dropped, face down in the mud, his rifle skidded away. Blood poured from his wound. His scream cracked the radio. I'm hit bad, help me." Panic gripped his voice. Every second heavier than the last. The enemy moved closer. Voices shouting orders in the dark. Disciplined, coordinated, this wasn't random fire. This was a trap. The SEALs were pinned, outnumbered, running low on ammo, and carrying a wounded brother. Observer 7, where are you? Thompson's voice cracked through the comms, static, no reply. The rain pounded harder. Gunfire closed in. Martinez clutched his wound, vision blurring. Death breathing down his neck, and then, like silk cutting through steel, a voice. Calm. Female. Unshaken. 2 o'clock. 3 men, duck, now. The SEALs dropped instantly, and a shot cracked through the night. Crack. 1 enemy fell. Headshot, clean, final. What the? Johnson whispered. But before he could finish, 11 o'clock. High ground. Machine gun. Stay down. Crack. The gunner slumped over his weapon. Silence where death had been waiting. The SEALs stared at each other. Confusion. Awe. Where the hell is she shooting from? Williams muttered, scanning the jungle canopy. Nothing, only rain. Only darkness, but her voice came again. Martinez, crawl, fallen tree. 2 o'clock. Move now. The wounded man dragged himself forward. Every inch agony. His team laid down cover fire. And through it all, crack, crack. Each shot from the unseen ghost struck true. An enemy sniper. Gone. A grenadier. Dropped. The commander himself. Cut down mid-order. With every shot, the enemy lines broke. Confidence turned into chaos. Their assault cracked under invisible pressure. The SEALs followed her guidance without hesitation. They didn't know where she was. They didn't know how she was seeing everything. But her voice had become their lifeline. RPG team moving left. Shift positions now! The SEALs moved. A rocket slammed into the spot they had just abandoned. The ground exploded in mud and fire. Sniper, north tree. 100 meters. He has Martinez in his sights. Crack! The threat ended before he could even breathe. Martinez lay in the mud, clutching his wound. Breathing hard, eyes wide. I can't see her anywhere. How is she doing this? The enemy broke. Their shouts turned desperate. Fighters retreating. Confidence shattered, but before silence returned, her voice came once more. Reinforcements. South side. You have 10 minutes. Move now. Thompson didn't hesitate. You heard her. Extraction point, now. Johnson, Williams, get Martinez up. The team moved, dragging their wounded, firing as they withdrew. Every step a fight, every second a gift. Observer 7, do you need extraction? Thompson called into the radio. No reply, static only. Observer 7, respond. Do you copy? Silence. The SEALs pushed through mud and vines, hearts pounding, carrying their wounded brother. Behind them, only the jungle. Silent again, as if nothing had happened. But every one of them knew, somewhere in that storm, a ghost had just saved their lives. The jungle was silent again. Only rain, only thunder. The SEALs moved fast, dragging Martinez, weapons ready. Every man looking over his shoulder. Every man thinking the same question, who just saved us? The radio crackled. Thompson tried again. Observer 7, report. Where are you? Static. No reply. They reached the extraction point. Called for a bird. Minutes felt like hours. And in that storm, one truth sank in. Their lives had been spared by someone they barely trusted. Someone they had mocked. Someone who had just vanished. The helicopter finally lifted them out. 7 SEALs and 1 wounded Marine. Safe. Alive. But minds restless. On board, the silence was heavy. No cheers, no celebration. Only questions. Johnson leaned toward the chief. Sir, did you notice something about those shots? Thompson frowned. What do you mean? Johnson pulled out his waterproof tablet. His hands shook as he scrolled through files. That double tap? Those impossible angles. I've seen this before. He stopped. His face went pale. A file appeared on the screen. Operation Phantom Lotus, Myanmar border. 6 years ago, one sniper eliminated 23 enemies in 12 minutes. Same calm style, same perfect precision. The report named her. Staff Sergeant Luna Valdez. Medal of Honor, Silver Star, 3 Purple Hearts. Williams leaned over. But Luna Valdez, she's dead. Kaya 4 years ago. Johnson's voice dropped to a whisper. Yes, she gave her life covering her team's extraction, but... He paused. She had a daughter. The helicopter fell silent. Only rotor blades. Only Martinez's groans. Thompson grabbed the tablet. Read every line. Psychological profile. Tactical notes. Every skill. Matched what they had just seen. And there was one detail, one small symbol. Luna Valdez used to carve her initials into her rifle stock, alongside a small orchid flower, a tribute to her daughter's middle name. Thompson's breath caught. His eyes widened. Jesus Christ. Observer 7 wasn't just support. She wasn't just some random comms operator. She was Luna Valdez's daughter, and she had just carried her mother's legacy. Through the jungle, back at base, the team sat in silence, each man replaying that night. Martinez, pale but alive, whispered through clenched teeth, "She saved us, all of us, and we treated her like she was invisible." The after-action report was filed, but officially she didn't exist. Thompson wrote the words carefully. Unknown sniper provided overwatch support. 9 confirmed kills. 1 friendly wounded. Extraction successful. No mention of Observer 7. No mention of Luna Valdez's daughter. Her truth buried like a shadow. But inside the team, the memory burned. An unshakable respect. An unspoken guilt. And the beginning of a legend. Days passed. Whispers spread. Rumors surfaced. A Marine sergeant talked about a female trainee at Quantico. Highest marksmanship scores ever recorded, but she never applied for sniper school. She disappeared. A CIA contractor spoke of a ghost sniper near the Myanmar border. Never made contact. Never asked for help. Just appeared in firefights and vanished after. An Army Ranger shared his own story. Pinned down for hours in Afghanistan. Saved by impossible shots. No face, no name. Only silence left behind. Piece by piece, the puzzle grew. And the picture was clear. Luna Valdez's daughter was out there, saving lives, without recognition, without medals, without a name. In the ready room, a silent tribute appeared. A single spent casing, polished bright, placed on the table. Nobody moved it. Nobody questioned it. Everyone knew what it meant. She saved us. For the first time, hardened warriors whispered words they'd never said before. Respect. The atmosphere at Base Kilo changed. No jokes, no loud stories, only silence, filled with respect. Martinez lay in the medical tent, his shoulder wrapped in bandages, his mind replaying that voice, "Hold your ground. I've got eyes on them." It wasn't just a command. It was a lifeline, the reason he was alive. In the team room, a ritual began. No word spoken. Just a single polished .308 casing on the table, placed under the fluorescent lights. It gleamed like a quiet memorial. Nobody touched it. Nobody removed it. It stayed, a symbol of the ghost who saved them. Johnson whispered one evening, "Every one of us would be dead without her." Thompson only nodded, his eyes heavy with truth. That woman had our backs, when we didn't even believe in her. Williams, the skeptic, now studied sniper manuals at night, trying to understand shots that shouldn't have been possible, shots only she could take. Observer 7 was no longer invisible. She was unforgettable, and yet, the world didn't know her name. No medals, no speeches, no headlines, only whispers. A Marine in Laos, a Ranger in Afghanistan, a CIA operative on a border up, all spoke of the same shadow, the same calm voice, the same impossible precision, an invisible guardian, a sniper who never stayed to take credit, always gone. Before dawn, her legend spread quietly. Infantry instructors told recruits, "Precision isn't about hitting targets. It's about hitting the right target at the right moment to save lives." Scout sniper schools spoke her name in whispers. "Your mission isn't glory. Your mission is to be invisible when your brothers need you most." Even SEAL candidates during Hell Week heard the tale. When they were broken, shaking, ready to quit, instructors whispered, "Remember her. She sacrificed her identity to fight for people she'd never meet. If she can keep going, so can you." Observer 7 was no longer just a soldier. She was a story, a symbol, a living legend. But for Thompson's team, it wasn't legend. It was personal. They had felt death's shadow. They had felt her cover. They had survived because of her. Thompson shared the story with his daughter one evening. She asked softly, "Dad, was she real, or just another military myth?" Thompson stared at the ocean, his voice low. "As real as the scar on Martinez's shoulder. As real as the breath in your lungs right now. But why, Dad? Why choose no recognition?" He looked at her and whispered, "Because some things are bigger than medals. Some things are about sacrifice. Not for yourself, but for others." At Arlington Cemetery, An old veteran placed a single orchid at the tomb of the unknown soldier. When asked why, she said, "It's for the ones who will never have their names written on stone. The ones who fight in silence. The ones who save our children when no one else can." The orchid was cleared away the next day. By evening, another appeared, and then another. A secret memorial began. For the ghost sniper, no one officially knew. But everyone quietly honored Martinez recovered. He still carried pain in his shoulder, but also something greater, a memory, a responsibility. He visited wounded warriors, sat with them, told them what he had learned that night. When you think you're done, when you feel forgotten, when you believe death is the only thing waiting, remember this: somewhere in the darkness, someone is keeping watch, someone is still fighting for you. Even if you never see their face, he would pause, touch his scar, and whisper, "I know, because I heard her voice when death was whispering mine." Observer 7's story is more than war. It's about courage without recognition, strength without applause, and sacrifice without reward. We all have moments when we can be someone's Observer 7. Moments to protect, to help, to fight for someone else without expecting thanks. The seal who screamed, "Help me," lives inside all of us. The voice that answered lives inside some of us. When the world surrounds you, when hope fades, when panic takes over, listen. You may hear it too, a calm voice, steady, unshaken. Hold your ground. I've got eyes on them, because sometimes the strongest heroes are the ones you never see.